Good morning, guys. It's a brand new day, and you guys are gonna get to see the Bay Bridge. That's super exciting. It's actually, now that I say that, it's actually very foggy this morning, so I don't know how much you're gonna actually be able to see. You probably won't be able to see any, actually. I was thinking because it's a sunnier day that you'd be able to see the Bay Bridge clearer, but it's definitely a foggy day, so yeah, there's that. Anyway, I'm making this video this morning because I have gotten an impression to share a little bit about my testimony, share my testimony a little bit with you guys. It's always a wonderful, edifying thing to do so, and when you share your testimony, that's how it gets stronger. So, and having a strong testimony is pretty important, because times get tough and you need to remember what you know is true, and it will help you, right? Yeah, it totally does. So, I think, so basically, I have a testimony that God works in our lives, and He gives us revelation. He gives us confirmation of feelings. You can see the bridge a little bit. He gives us confirmation of feelings. Well, let me say that a better way. God helps us to understand when something is what we need to be doing, or if something is not necessarily what we need to be doing. And I got direction from Him yesterday, because I had started a new job, and it was my second day, and I was doing the computer training and all, and I had a question I was waiting to ask my manager about my friend who was trying to get a job there too, and I was just kind of trying to wait for the right time to ask, and in the process of waiting for the right time to ask, this feeling came over me, and these things started to happen with what I was doing with the training and stuff. It was making me realize, what the heck am I doing? And the feelings were, you should not be doing this. You should not be doing this. This is not what you want. This isn't what you want. This isn't what you should do. And I was just like, dang. That's so true, but what does that mean? Does that mean I need to stop? Does that mean I need to quit? Like, what the heck, It's a big change. It's a big deal when you get those kinds of feelings, because it implies a big change. A big change can be pretty intimidating. It's definitely life-changing when you make big decisions. And I was just like, dude, I think I need to be done. I think I need to quit. I think I need to quit. I think I need to stop doing this. And I was like, that's going to be so hard. How do I just do that, though? And, I prayed, and I asked God then and there, and I just prayed and asked Him, what, is this what I should do? Please help me. Please give me guidance. Please help me see the direction I should go. And the answer He gave me was, I've made it abundantly clear. And I was like, oh, yeah, you have, because I feel it, and it's powerful, and it's undeniable. And I definitely don't want to be on the other side of this. When someone tells you don't do that, that's really bad. You shouldn't do it, especially when that someone is a God. Not like this place was an evil place or something I was getting ready to sacrifice my soul to it. Excuse me. But it was just not what I needed to do. It was not meant for me. It was not where I was supposed to be. Yeah, it was not where I was supposed to be. And so that was really hard for me to kind of like figure out and realize. And I was like, dang, I came to the realization this happened in about a period of about a half an hour, something like that. I was like, man, I just need to talk to them and tell him I'm not interested anymore. This isn't the job for me, and this is gonna suck because I'm gonna disappoint the manager. She's trying to fill this position, and I don't want to let her down and all this stuff. And so I was having a hard time coming to terms with it and keeping myself honest and keeping my shoulder to the wheel and going forward in the direction that I needed to go. And so what I did was I started writing these notes down I just started writing my thoughts out in a note that, I wasn't going to share with anybody, but that helped me. It helped me make sense of what I needed to do, and it helped me get some stuff out of me so I could make sense of it. And I said all these things, and I knew they were all true, and like, I need to get out of here. I can't do this. I shouldn't do this. I am not supposed to do this. And every time I wrote something like that, I had the confirmation of the Spirit again telling me that, yeah, it was true. You're going in the right direction. And I kind of checked to see. Yeah, I did check. I checked to see if this was from the devil, because I was like, well, wait a minute. What if the devil is just telling me this? And what if, he's just trying to get me to quit this job that's a really good job that I should really have, that I should really stick with? Maybe he's just trying to get me to quit. Maybe he's just trying to get me to give up, And I prayed, and I knew it. I knew it overwhelmingly that it was not what I was supposed to do. And it's one thing when, it's one thing when you know something and then you try to talk yourself out of it. Even while you're trying to talk yourself out of it, you know that it's still true. And I'm thankful that I have enough clarity to make sense of that. I'm thankful that I can see that clearly to make sense of that and to be able to handle that and to make sense of it, because it can be very confusing. It can be very lost in the fog, and that people get scared. And I'm really thankful for the powerful impression that I got from God telling me the direction I should go, and more specifically telling me the direction I should not go, helping me take that left turn, or take that right turn. It's a right turn. And so I felt kind of distressed when in the midst of having these promptings and all. And I was kind of like, what the heck, I don't need to do this. I need to get out of here. I need to just be done. And I was nervous and I was scared. I was like, I can't just do that. I've put so much into this. I've put so much stock into this. And this is a job that was, my branch president was the one who told me about this job. And, what the heck? I felt good impressions about it from the start. So why am I getting ready to quit it? It was a lot to make sense of. So in a panic with all these feelings I had, I just got up and left and walked out. And I called this guy who I was previously talking to about a week ago about a job, and I had the job. It came down to he was going to give me that job, and then I told him I was pretty much probably going to take this other job. And he said, okay, well, we'll pay you more. And I was like, and I kind of was like, okay, let me think about it. Let me think about it, man. Let me think about it. And I sat and I kind of prayed for a little while and stuff, and things kind of rolled forward with the other job. And so I kind of felt like that was the best option to go with, because they were developing, so it was coming together. And I kind of felt like that was what I needed to do. I just saw my brother on the road. That's funny. My brother's up there. I ain't gonna catch him because he's a freaking speeder, but maybe I will. Nah, I can't catch him. It's funny though. I would go up there and say hey to him, but he would just be like, oh, hey bro. Anyway. So I go out to my car and I called this dude and I left him a message because he didn't answer. I was like, hey, I was going to take that job, but I took this one instead and things aren't working out, so I'm interested in that job if it's still available. Didn't hear back from him. I didn't get a call back from him. It's just too short of a time anyway. So I go back inside and I'm just like meddling. I'm trying to get through what I'm doing. I'm like, what the heck, man? Trying to make sense of it. Finally giving up. And I, like I said, I wrote down all those notes, and then I was like waiting and waiting and waiting. The boss was on the phone waiting for her to get through with these calls and everything. Excuse me. And then I finally I made the decision right then and there. I got my stuff together, I made my mind up. I punched out. I stood up. I walked over to her and I just told her, I said, this isn't really, sorry that this is kind of sudden, I said, but this just isn't the right fit for me. This isn't the right fit for me. It's not really working out for me. And she said, and she asked questions, but she was like, she totally understood. And she didn't, what was great about this was she didn't go, really? Really? Or like, are you sure? Are you sure? She didn't like try to keep me there. You know what I mean? And dude, what a blessing. What a blessing. That's so hard when you express something to someone and they don't respect you. They don't respect your feelings. They would rather try to talk you out of it. It's yeah. I don't like that. And I'm trying to get better at doing that myself. I don't want to be, because you can get into gaslighting territory eventually. You're trying to tell somebody something's true isn't true, and Anyway, so yeah, and so she was like, "Oh, no, well, no problem. It's not for everybody." She was super reassuring and everything, kind. I thanked her and everything, and I didn't expect it to go that way. I was ready to just walk out and leave and get out of there and be gone forever. But she's like, "I'll walk you out," and so she was nice, and they walked me out and everything, and it was great. But this was a really hard decision. It was a hard decision, and it was a hard decision to make. But I feel so much better now. And then I went straight to that place. I went straight to the other job and asked if the position was still available, and they didn't know. They said, "Oh, just email this dude or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm just thinking like, well, I'm gonna check in myself. I'll check in myself. I'll hear from Wes or whatever. I'll call him back. And I left, and then I was getting ready to leave, and then he comes out of the door. The guy I talked to previously. He's like, "Hey, I saw you on the security camera, and I recognized you." And so he just told me, he's like, "Hey, we hired somebody else, but we want to." He was like so nice in his explanation. He was like, "Unfortunately, we had to pivot. Of course, you took the other job, which is great." He was like, "Yes, that's fine, that's great. But we had to pivot, and I hired someone else." And he's like, "But we'd still like to bring you on. There's definitely opportunity and stuff." And he's like, I'll call you tomorrow. Is that okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, that's awesome. Okay." And so, yeah, I'm excited to hear from him today to see what he has to say. And besides that, I also feel like I'm supposed to go in a different direction with work right now. And yeah, for sure. And I'm not really meant to be doing these types of jobs anymore, where I'm like out here working for a company doing this thing. And I have more potential than that. I have more ability than that. And I think that's what it really boils down to. I have more ability, and these types of jobs are really, these jobs are selling me short. If I was to work these jobs, because I'm not saying they're below me, but what I'm saying is that I have too much potential to set aside in order to do these jobs. And so I'm going to pursue work in alternative healing, holistic healing, things like that, Reiki, basically. I've been Reiki certified and trained, and I know how to do that. And it's just something that I haven't really, I took a step away from the whole spirituality thing when I started coming back to God, or specifically focusing on God and reading the Bible and trying to recommit my life to Him. But there's a lot of things I know about healing that are good, and that yeah, it's such a great thing. It's a great thing to want to help people and to heal people, and or to help them heal, or to help them feel better and things like that. It's great. And so I'm really excited to look in that direction and move in that direction. And so I feel really, really good about all this. And for those of you guys who've been watching my videos, if you followed my videos and heard some of the things I've been talking about, I had a date with the girl that I like, and it went really, really great. We went ice skating and had dinner, and it was amazing. It was so great. It was so much fun. It was so enjoyable, and yeah, it was really enjoyable. And we even got to watch a movie. It was really, really great. And so yeah, that was really great. I'm still in touch with her, and yeah, it's going good. It's going good. Don't want to take anything for granted because I really like I really like our interactions, and I really like the time we spend together. So I'm really hoping that continues, if that's God's will. That's why I'm trying to discipline myself into praying, is that I just want God's will to be done, not my own, because my own will is I don't know the best. I'm not the all-knowing one. God is. So of course, right? So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what's been going on. I have a testimony that God talks to us. He gives us feelings. He gives us impressions. He helps direct us. He helps steer our lives. He what's the word? He interferes, basically. He interferes in our lives, in a good way. And it's always for the best, because God is good. He is not bad. He does not do things. He does not do evil things. There's a lot of confusion people have about him and his character, whether he's good or not. People are really confused about him, but it doesn't mean that he's bad. He's not bad. People say he lets people die and stuff like that. Well, there's a lot more to it than that. And the shallow assumption is that he's just an evil God and blah, blah, blah. And it's definitely not true. So, yep, I share all this with you guys in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. And I ask you guys to pray for me, if you will, and pray that I'll continue to go in the right direction. Pray that things with me and this girl work out, because I really feel like they should. I mean, I feel like they should, because I feel like it's the right thing. So really excited. And yeah, I encourage you guys to follow your dreams, share your dreams, follow your dreams, share your progress along your journey. What have you done? What have you learned? What choices and changes have you made, right? So anyway, see you later.